Well, I guess I could do a CMV, maybe. No, did that back in 2018. What the hell am I gonna do for the 15-year anniversary of Marble Hornets? I could always do another Ask video, but I did one last year. Sucks because it's really fun to hear the fandom's opinions about the characters and hearing people diss on Alex. I always like seeing those reactions. Wait a minute. That's a new idea. I haven't done it before. No one said it before on the channel. And it could get some pretty fun reactions, especially from Alex. I'm definitely doing that. So my first impressions of what I think the fandom will think of me are that I'm overambitious and a little bit dumb. Hello everybody, I am so excited to be in this year's video once again for the Marble Hornets anniversary. I'm very happy to be back, and I cannot wait to read your opinions about me. This sounds like a very fun video. I personally am not really concerned about what the fandom thinks about me. I feel it's going to be mostly positive. I'm not fully sure what to expect, but I'm not expecting anything too brutal. As the star, I'm not overly worried about what the fandom thinks about me, so I'm honestly looking forward to reading your comments about me. I'm excited. Yeah, Toby, I'd like to know why you think this would remotely be a good idea. Did you really think that asking the Marble Hornets fandom what they think of me was gonna be a good video? Because it'll be a fun video. Relax, Alex, it'll be fun. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun for you and everyone else to enjoy my suffering. You know what, Alex? I think you'll actually be pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised. I'm sure. I guess we'll see the validity of that one. Unlike some other people who are a part of this video, Alex, I'm not too concerned with how the fandom views me. I'm pretty confident that this video won't be that terrible for me to get through anything. I'm not really concerned. Smart guy, dumb decisions. Well, at least you said I was smart. I'll take that as a compliment, and I know my decisions were stupid, but I'll take the smart thing as a compliment. He's a perfect physical manifestation of what Totheark was supposed to be. Why, thank you so much. I appreciate that you enjoy my cryptidness, and that I do give off Totheark energy. That is a big compliment for me. I think he's overhated. People dislike him so much as a person that they don't realize how much of a well-written antagonist he is, especially for a relatively early internet horror thing. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Appreciation for my character and how well-written of a character I am, and people overlooking all that just to dislike me? Wow, okay, maybe this won't be too horrible. That was very good. I do definitely agree with that. Thank you for your appreciation. I am a well-written character. Villains don't always have to be super, habit levels of evil. There can be that gray area in between. I fall in that gray area. You get some very interesting villains, including yours truly. Bro needs to stop recording every fucked up thing he sees. How else am I supposed to document everything if I'm not recording it? Between all the subjects he could be fighting over with his boyfriend, he decides to fight over who can dance better to Lady Gaga. Why is that not a valid thing to argue about? He is such an interesting character, and I honestly wish he had a whole series dedicated to his past. Why is the operator so set on him? What happened to him? Also, he's hot. Well, I'm an interesting character with a deep backstory, and apparently also I'm hot. Okay. Same person also left the comment. I refuse to talk about the fandom creepypasta versions for fear of violating guidelines with what I have to say, but let's just say I hate that version. Yep, you and me both. One of the coolest characters. Glad we got more content of her with the comics. Well, although I'm not happy to be involved in all this kind of stuff again and be affected by the operator sickness, I am happy to be the protagonist of the Marble Hornets comic. It's pretty cool. I get my time to shine. And I'm drawn in a really cool art style, so at least that's a bit of a positive to being affected by the operator again, but what can I do? Jay never really appealed to me, even though he's a main character. Probably because I committed many crimes and invaded on people's privacy. Also, by the way, if you use this in your video, you're my favorite YouTuber and TikToker. Ace says hello. Snapping out a character right now, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Scully is so scary, but in a cool way, because he's so cryptic. Thank you so much. That is what I strive to be. I strive to be very cryptic. And I'm happy that you find me scary for that way. I do appreciate that. Jessica, you are a strong character and really cool, but I think you should have had more screen time. Why, thank you so much. I'm happy that you think I'm strong. I'm really trying to be strong. An amazing character that the fandom distorted to a crude mocking of the original. He does so much in this series that it's kind of rude that the fandom did what they did to his character. Thank you, you get me. It is definitely a little bit frustrating to have my characteristics of being irritable and grumpy at times and smoking cigarettes just become my whole personality. But do you blame me for being a bit grumpy? I haven't had a full night of sleep since I was like a toddler. I love him. He's a very mysterious, well-built character. Just wish he could have gotten a little bit more screen time. You and me both. I know, as the star, it's kind of a shame that I didn't get more screen time. Bro is literally me. Okay, so based off my own personal experience, I'm gonna give you some advice. If one of your friends suddenly gets really mean out of nowhere and then gives you a bunch of tapes and tells you to burn them and then disappears for a while, burn the tapes. Don't investigate into things. It's not a good idea. Don't let your curiosity get the best of you like it did for me. Okay, this one is in all caps, so I'm probably gonna have to shout this one, so headphone warning in place. He is overhated because people don't understand his character and how well written of an antagonist he is. I agree. I find him a very interesting character because of how mysterious he is. He's very hard to pin down morally, which is something I really like about him. Very cool character, I love him. Interesting. Because, yeah, absolutely, there are things about me that are morally gray. My motivations especially are not that clear and get a little bit confusing at times about what exactly my motivations as Hoodie really were. That's why I'm so mysterious, and I guess because I had a lack of screen time, it's kind of hard to tell what my motivations were. Scully is such an interesting entity. I hope that the many that they carry find some kind of peace one day. I hope so too. I really hope that they find peace. That is what I'm trying to accomplish. You need more pet birds. 100% agree with that. Dude is an A+ antagonist because he's relentlessly convinced that he's right. I feel like this was backhanded. What do you mean I'm a good antagonist just because I think I'm right? I am right. Tim is in the wrong, it's his fault. Not mine. That's why I'm a good antagonist, because I'm convinced I'm right. I am right. I feel like that was backhanded. Very well built character. People need to stop looking at the very surface and realize there's more to him than just pills and cheesecake. So the cheesecake thing is, of course, more like the creepypasta version of me. That is, it's a whole other can of worms. The pills thing, yeah, like, I'm a very well-written character. How has that been something I've been deduced to? Medication, how? If I do one funny thing, people be like, oh, Tim's off his pills. Like, what does that even mean? A girl boss in every sense. Well, I do gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss. So thank you very much, I do agree with that. I feel like he has good intentions, just doesn't know how to show it very well. And also, like everyone in the series, he's really bad at communicating with other people. I was just trying to help and try to solve this mystery and make things better. I just didn't communicate that very well. Like, I should have just told Tim what had happened instead of trying to be cryptic and being like, oh, I'm trying to finish Alex's film. I should have just told him what was going on. Would have saved me a little bit of embarrassment and being punched in the face. Yeah, we are all really bad at communicating with each other. This all could have been really sorted out if Alex just explained what happened and gave me a reason why I should have burnt the tapes. So it's not just me, it's not just my problem, it's everybody. We're all bad at communicating. That makes me feel a bit better. Loved her in the comics and definitely deserved more screen time in Marble Hornets. Yeah, well, I guess it's fair. Thank you for your appreciation. I guess I'm making up for my lack of screen time in the series with how much I'm getting in the comics. He's very mysterious, but somehow made everyone love him, myself included. In conclusion, he's the star. You get it. Yeah, I am the star. It is kind of interesting, though, how a character like me, who is pretty important to the main story, but just doesn't really have that much screen time, has cultivated so much popularity. Maybe the allure of my character is that I just seemed so friendly and happy and quite normal during the Marble Hornets tapes, and then I end up just kind of falling into a shell of a person. Maybe that's what's interesting. And also I'm the star, so. He is a good father figure to Toby. Can't argue with that. Good thing for fandom and crossovers, or else if it wasn't for crossovers, that wouldn't be a thing. Seems like the kind of roommate to be really chill, but always forget to take out the trash. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, that's kind of true. I do forget sometimes. Well, at least when I was roommates with Tim in college, I would sometimes forget to take out the trash because it was just very busy. And now that Tim and I are still living together, for different reasons, I do actually try to take out the trash. I try to be responsible because I'm an adult now, right? I'm a grown man, I've grown up, I'm a lot more responsible than I used to be. Tim, what were you thinking buying that patterned yellow shirt? Apparently I wasn't thinking at all, apparently. Hot J take. I feel like if he and Brian had switched places narratively, it would have worked better. That is a hot take. Okay, I'm interested to hear what you say because there's more to this. And Jay's personality feels like it would regress into Hoodie more, so then Brian, you know. Anyway, yeah, love them both, and I'd like to see what it would be like if they swapped. Like, if Jay was Hoodie and left all the cryptic stuff and was friends with Tim, and Brian was the one who was the protag, his personality would have been more fun to have as the main character, in my opinion. That is definitely a really interesting hot take. Like, definitely a cool way to put the series. Like, yeah, how much the series would have been different if I played the role of Hoodie instead of Brian. Well, I don't know if Brian would have been able to be a better protagonist than me. He probably would have. He probably would have made a little bit less stupid decisions than me because he was one of the only people who had the right of mind to be like, hey, Alex, should we be here right now, when he was in the abandoned hospital? So maybe it would have been a little bit less painful to see Brian as a protagonist. He probably would have made some less stupid decisions as me, but me as Hoodie, that would have been interesting. My J comment applies to Brian too, but he's my favorite. I wish we could have seen more of him, especially with him and Tim plotting and planning. LOL. Honestly, for the mystery of the series, it's probably better that you don't see Masky and I plotting. It was not nearly as interesting as you think it was. Alright, Masky, whoever loses this game of rock, paper, scissors has to ding-dong ditch Alex. Alright, let's go. Damn it! I win. Ugh. Okay, well, guess I'm ding-dong ditching Alex now. Very good character. As much as people dislike him, I think he's interesting, and I really wish we got to see more of him. However, don't like how he blamed Tim. Also wish I could bring my dog. I said that one time. Let me guess, there's gonna be more people who are gonna mention you brought your dog. Oh, look, I said the thing. Oh, look, Alex Crayley said the thing. You brought your dog. Does that make you feel better? He's very underrated. He isn't certainly talked about lots. I agree. I guess one could say that I'm slightly obscure compared to some of the other characters in Marble Hornets, but I do appreciate the fanfare that I do receive. Jay sees something that is completely fucked up. Also Jay pulls out camera. Also Jay wondering why everything goes downhill. Now you laid it out like that, I'm starting to understand a few things. Needed more screen time. He was such a ray of sunshine. That was very sweet of you. Thank you so much. He just needs a little love and an apology. Yeah, I don't think that Alex got the memo on that one. Maybe you should let Alex know that. Has had an actual full-blown conversation with a bird. Yes, and your point? She is really cool and a strong character, but she has not enough screen time. Thank you again. Thank you again for thinking I'm strong. I really need those words of encouragement. Has literally skeletons in his closet. Unfortunately, no. I do not have skeletons in my closet because I am the skeleton in the closet. However, I do carry many. So I'm not sure if that counts at all. Probably wears socks and sandals. What would make you think that? I'm really not helping my case right now. That is correct. I do wear socks and sandals. I know it's horrible. I know it's a horrible fashion choice. It's just comfortable. I don't always do this. I didn't think this was going to be brought up. I didn't think it mattered. The one thing I have to show for myself is that at least I'm wearing Scooby-Doo socks. That's the only thing I have to show for myself. He needs a hug. Or therapy. Probably both would be nice. The fandom is so fast to demonize him, it's unreal. While yes, he did some messed up stuff, just some, at the same time, he was a victim as well. He was under the operator's influence for pretty much the whole thing, and clearly they didn't want the whole operator sickness thing spreading. So it makes sense that he wanted to kill everyone else who was involved in that himself. There's the moral gray area that makes me compelling, an interesting antagonist. Maybe you don't have to like me as a person, because I am the villain after all, so you're not supposed to really like me. Now that I think about it, I think the only time you ever do see me pre-operator sickness is in the audition tape. And I was a bit pretentious there too, but meh. Very caring. They support those who need it. They hold many. Absolutely, I am very caring. I try to be in my own cryptid way. There's something so grimly hilarious about God's stupidest warrior being so convinced he's helping everybody. I was convinced I was helping everybody until I read this comment and realized that maybe I'm just really determined and a bit stupid with my decisions. It was a very harsh reality check. Nepo baby. What the hell makes you think that? I'm not the Nepo baby, Jay is. How do you think he could afford all those hotel stays? Rich parents. I'm telling you, rich parents. He has a trust fund. Nepo baby, not me. I personally think Brian is a great character. I just wish he got a lot more screen time in the series. But it'd be so cool to see him come back somehow in the comics. I absolutely agree with that. I did have that whole Totheark series where I got a really kick-ass design. So I guess we'll see. Whatever happens, I just want you guys to know that I am alive and well. I didn't fall. The fall didn't kill me. I'm still very much alive. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. Look at me. I'm totally chill. I'm totally cool. I'm totally fine. Complex character who's mischaracterized too much. Sad but true. As an antagonist, he's perfect. He's a very well-written character, but like any antagonist / villain, I think he's a douchebag that got what he deserved. Ouch. 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 That hurt me. That got me right in the heart. Ow. I want his gender. Why, thank you. I guess I have to say the thing. You brought your dog! A sassy king. I'm the king of sass. You spend so much money on tapes you can't afford actors anyway. Classic. Scully is so gender. It's unbelievable. Why, thank you. She was underutilized in the series until the comics. I feel like more could have been done with her character. Yeah, that's a good point. I was a pretty big driving force for Jay and part of the conflict and plot of trying to find me. So I guess you could say I went a bit underutilized. I wasn't in the series that much, but it's good that I was picked up for the comics because, well, now I have a whole story surrounded around my struggles now. I wish we got more of him and his connection to Hoodie. I love his character and wish we got to see him more. Also, wish him and Tim would kiss. I'm pushing my agenda. Well, you're in luck because the versions of Tim and I that you were seeing in these videos aren't dating, and we have indeed kissed. But maybe that's just me pushing my agenda. But hey, this is my channel. I can show off my headcanons if I want. He's chill. I'd probably drink wine with him while we bitch about our lives. Seems like a great time to me. They're cool because they carry many. Well, somebody was paying attention to last year's video. Hello, I'm Scully. I hold many. Since I hold many, because I hold many. However, I hold many. He looks like he bites, and acts like it too. The hell is that supposed to mean? I think Jay acts and looks more like he bite rather than me. Unpopular opinion, but Jay should have switched places with Tim. I feel like Tim has a better storyline. On the other hand, Jay really fits in with the Marble Horns franchise. Well, I can't really I know I gave a side eye to the camera, like, what do you mean? Tim has a better background than me, but at the same time, I don't have any background. There's really no backstory about me. You guys don't know my backstory. I'm not gonna share it right here, because that would just not be cryptic enough. I could share my whole backstory right now, but that would not be mysterious enough. And also, there wasn't really much going on before. I said it myself.
I do remember that I was living in a crappy apartment by myself doing nothing. So at least now I guess I'm doing something. I don't know.
But like the one of Brian and I switching places, that's an interesting take too. I wonder how the series would have been. But at the same time, I feel like the series wouldn't have happened if it was Tim in my place, because Tim is better at making decisions than me. He has nice sideburns. Thank you so much. He just stuffs random things in his pockets. How did you know that? It's so bad. Whenever I have to wash a pair of jeans or like a hoodie or a jacket or something, I have to like make sure that I clean the pockets out. There's not random things in my pockets, because I just happen to put random things in my pockets and then I forget, and then I put them through the washing machine, and then I have to deal with that. She should have kept that gun. Well, I guess I could just take the gun away from him again. I did it in the series already. Yeah, that was definitely easier. Tim isn't an uwu waffle boy, but he also isn't some murderous, angsty badass either. Interesting. This bitch is an anxiety-ridden ace mess with some sass. Well, that last characterization of me is absolutely true. I am an anxiety-ridden ace mess with some sass. The only thing I'll disagree with is that it's just some sass. A lot of sass. Hottest in the series. Really got to the point there. Well, I guess now my new title could be Brian Thomas, the star, and hottest in the series. I'm honestly fine with that. He is literally just a silly guy who needs psychiatric help, but all the Marblehorns boys do. I can't disagree with that. A very swag dude. For real, for real. My very first cosplay as well, so he's my favorite. I am honored to hear that I was your very first cosplay. What a great choice. I'm a very fun character to cosplay. There's nothing too complicated about me. I have a pretty cool design. I appreciate that I was your first cosplay. What a great choice. This is in all caps, so I feel like I have to yell it. Cute, pretty, smart, beautiful, happy sometimes, strong. I like the emphasis on happy sometimes, because yeah, there were definitely parts of the series where I was not happy. Yeah, it was his fault. He snooped, broke privacy of a friend, and got everyone around him sick. Intentional or not, Jay did really mess up. Sometimes the truth hurts, and yeah, ouchie, but I can't disagree with you on that. Puppy hater. I said you brought your dog once, and everyone just assumed that I hate dogs, despite the fact that canonically, I have a dog named Rocky. You know how many times I've had to mention this before? I have a dog named Rocky. I don't hate dogs, I just don't like Seth's dog because he bit me once. And I was mad because I told Seth, hey, maybe don't bring your dog on set. And he was like running at me. And I'm like, dude, don't bring your dog. There's more nuance to it than just that. I don't hate dogs. I haven't. I gotta stop this. I absolutely love Skelly. He's such an underrated character. Why, thank you so much. He looks like the kind of guy that wears socks with sandals. That's not correct. That's not right at all. That's Brian. Brian wears socks and sandals, not me. Shouldn't have left his flashlight. I didn't leave my flashlight again. Oh, God. I left my flashlight again. Never mind, I have no right to dispute this claim. The interesting thing about Alex is that despite all the terrible stuff he does, he's still a victim in all of it. Like, he's also being manipulated and preyed upon. Crazy cool for an antagonist. Well, I thank you for your appreciation. I'm happy that you enjoyed my tormenting and suffering. to make a good story. See? Morally gray villain. That's the thing. More appreciation for that because I am the victim, but at the same time, I'm a bad, horrible, terrible person because of the actions I've committed. Morally gray villain, though. I'm still a victim, but also a terrible person. Shattered his phone doing something stupid, then did it again when he got a new one. Okay, first the socks and sandals, then stuffing random things in my pockets, and now breaking my phone doing something stupid. How do you guys know this? How do you guys know me so well? Is it just that obvious that I'm somebody who breaks my phone doing something stupid? Because yeah, I did. You want to know why the first time I broke my phone? It's because I told Tim I could climb a wall and he said, no, you can't. So I climbed the wall and I dropped my phone and it shattered. You're 100% correct on that. I haven't read the comics, 10 out of 10 recommend, but the little screen time that we got of her in the series was enough to make me love her character. Aw, live, laugh, love Jessica. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Trust me, if you read the comics, you will enjoy my character even more because I get even more spotlight. He definitely deserves more attention. I'm gonna have to agree with that. But like I've said before, I appreciate the attention I do get. I appreciate it a lot. I want to crush him with a boulder. Original. Did he always make the best decisions? No, but he sure was trying his best. Well, thank you for acknowledging the fact that I was just trying my best. I really was. I made some really bad decisions, but I was just trying to help. But I made a lot of mistakes in the process, so I didn't really help that much. His lack of screen time was a good thing. Made him so convincing with Totheark and stuff. See, that's an actually very interesting take because most of the opinions that I've read today have to do with Brian deserved to be in the series more. I wish we got more screen time of Brian. I wish Brian got more attention in the series. And then this is like the opposite, saying that it's good that I had a lack of screen time. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with this as well because it kind of just adds to the mystery. The less you know about me, Brian Thomas, the more mysterious I am, and then there's more room to add your own headcanons and characterize me in your own way. You know what? I have to say this is a very interesting take. He's a tad bit peculiar. Just a tad bit. He's actually a cool character. I like his descent into insanity under Slender's influence. While I'm happy that my suffering and descent into madness was entertaining for you. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm happy you got some entertainment from my suffering. Run, rabbit, run, run, run. So I know this is from a song, but I feel like my hat doesn't properly suit this opinion. I'm just gonna... There we go, I feel like that's a bit more fitting. Probably the best dancer. That is absolutely correct. Just don't tell Tim I said that. The man needs his therapy paid for, and his medical papers not posted. Don't think Jay got the memo on that one. Yeah, he should probably pay for my therapy and make sure he doesn't post my medical documents. So my impression of how the fandom views me from the end of this video is sort of similar. At least I got some compliments about being smart and just making dumb decisions. I am a horror protagonist after all. I have to make some stupid decisions or else the story wouldn't happen. As I predicted, I was very happy to read your opinions about me. They were so sweet. And if you get one takeaway from me from this video, it's that if you haven't already, you should definitely check out the Marble Hornets comic. It is great, and I appear in it a lot more. Thank you so much for your opinions about me. I really do appreciate reading your opinions. They were very kind, and I'm very happy to hear what you guys think of me. Have a great Marble Hornets anniversary day. Regards, Scully. As I predicted, I was very delighted and happy by your opinions about me. So many very nice comments about me. I really appreciate it. And now I have a new title of Brian Thomas, the star, and the hottest person in the series. So I'll take it. Well, I guess I could say that I am pleasantly surprised by the responses for this. I thought all of them were going to be that everyone absolutely hated me. I was pleased to see the amount of people that appreciated me as a villain and understood that there is nuances to my character and that I'm a morally gray antagonist. You don't see antagonists like me all the time that are very well written. So are you trying to say that I was indeed correct? Are you kidding me, Toby? I'm not admitting you're right. No way in hell. So final impressions now that the video's over. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Pretty much what I was expecting. Fanfare. praise, people liking me as a character, I'm not exactly surprised. Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching my video to celebrate the 15-year anniversary of Marble Hornets. To be completely honest, for a little while I didn't really know what I wanted to do for the 15-year anniversary of Marble Hornets. I was maybe considering doing an Ask video again, but I had done one last year. I didn't want to retread the same ground 2 years in a row. So this idea came to me about, oh, what if the characters react to the fandom's opinions on them? Who knows, maybe this will become a series on my channel. Maybe I'll have more characters react to the fandom's opinions on them. I guess we shall see. And I just want to thank everybody over on TikTok who left their opinions of the characters. Videos like this could not be made possible without you. So thank you to everybody who took the time out of their day to leave comments on those videos and give their opinions about the characters. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more characters react to the fandom's opinions on them. And of course, a happy 15-year anniversary to Marble Hornets.